ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is SP Jimmy, and today must be my birthday because look what I got in the mail. You can see a little bit of it peeking out there. City of Villains Collector's Edition. But there were some promises made in the description of this package when I was ordering it, and I think it might have a little bit extra, a few things thrown in there that I haven't really seen online. So keeping our fingers crossed that this is worth the $9 that I paid for it. I got this super cheap online. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and I was like, I have to get that. I have a couple other pieces that I picked up for cheap, and I'm hoping maybe to complete a set or two today. So we will see as we get going, but I have my scissors here, and I'm just going to ever so carefully. Haven't even opened it yet. Oh, I'm excited. It's all sealed up. I've been waiting all morning to do this. I was tracking the package, making sure it would come in. You can see it's all got the papers in there. I'll try to hold this up so everybody can see. Oh, it's taped on there. Good. Once more. Okay, I think I got it. Let's see what's inside. Papers. Packing wrap. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Yes. Here it is. The only thing inside the box. There you go. You can see now. City of Villains Collector's Edition. Wow. It's a little bit damaged on the box. I can see right there. So it's not in prime condition, but Lord Rekluse here is actually sticking out a little bit on the box. I don't see, there's supposed to be a barcode. I guess this must have been ordered on. I see a barcode here. Usually there's a price sticker here that they would have to peel off. Oh, see, they got it right here actually. See the price sticker, so they did peel that off. So that's another bit of damage to the box. Looks like the tape was cut nicely. But we see on the back, look at this, it's everything it's supposed to have. So I'll read these off, you can see there. Looks like we have, yep. So every single one of the HeroClix, I'm hoping to get all 7. And I want them in the box as well. A box of the trading cards, which I can open and look at those. Art collection, maybe the 2-sided poster. I see a lot of these posted individually, but as far as getting them all in one box, that was a steal. Because depending on what we have in here, I'll show you guys kind of what the prices were for these as well. So they look a lot online. I was looking up the unofficial and the official merchandise. There's a game time card. City of Heroes, no, City of Villains game time card. I don't see a code on it. I think it might have already been used. But I probably won't have a use for it anyways. That's cool though. It's got a little picture of Lord Rekluse on the box, and it looks like Ghost Widow is on the time card. Maybe I will find that in here. Alright, so I'm just going to go down the box here, and it looks like I don't... Oh, some more things underneath. But this is the City of Heroes art collection. I've seen this going for $15 up to $20, $25 by itself. Minimum like $15 for one of these. And it's also the City of Villains art collection. And sometimes people will try to sell it as if they're one or the other, but it's apparently the same book. So the City of Villains and the City of Heroes art collection. Cool. I really wanted this one as well. I couldn't justify buying it. But let's see what we have in here. Wow. Modern Statesman, 40s Statesman, 30s Statesman, and then the one with the cape. Wow, we got some more Statesman here. I might have to make a separate video going through all of the art, because I looked for it online, but the ones I saw online seemed like they were more, yeah, they were more the black and white ones like this. But I haven't seen those actual colored ones before. And it looks like when you get halfway through, you flip it to the City of Villains side, and then it goes upside down, and it gives you all the villain photos. So we'll definitely get to take a look at that in the future. Very excited about this. The art book is makes this whole thing worth it just for the price tag alone. All right, so starting up here at the front of the box, we can see looking in. This, I'm hoping this opens up because actually it looks like it's sealed. This hasn't even been opened yet. This is the collector's DVD edition. And I think that this one will open up and actually show panels of the major villains, Mako and all of them. So I'm going to open it. I'm going to open everything today. If it's sealed or not. I'm trying not to peek in. I'm not going to peek inside the box. I can almost get it. Perfect. Opening it up. And it looks like on the back here, I have a serial code that I'm sure doesn't work anymore, but I'm gonna block off the end of it. But that's a serial code with the photos of who's that, Sister Psyche, and I see maybe Synapse in the back. I see Miss Liberty in the green bubble up there. You can make her out. And that's just the back of the DVD edition on the case. But if I open it up, it looks like this is not the one that pops out that I wanted, because it's actually pretty big. It's like 4 panels long at least. And that will look cool on a wall or something, but it looks like this is not the one that opens up. And I'm just being careful with the CD here, but you can see this is an original City of Villains collector's DVD edition. I wonder what would happen if I put it in. I'm not gonna try it. Probably nothing, and probably download and then couldn't be used because the servers are down. That's probably what would happen. But I'm gonna put everything. Oops. Let's pretend that didn't just happen. I fixed it. It's back together. Nobody will know that I broke it. It works now. Ooh, interesting. Okay. A little bit smaller than I was hoping it would be. This is the City of Villains game manual. And I actually have, this is not from the box, but I actually have the City of Heroes strategy guide. So it looks like one's a lot bigger than the other. But it looks like I have both of them now. And you can see on the back there. So this is the strategy. This strategy guide I actually picked up earlier. I got this one for $4 and something cents. It was less than $5. And there's some things in here that I want to talk about as well, but it has a lot of the old information about villains groups and things that don't really apply to us anymore. But there's some pretty funny things in here too that we'll get to in a later video. But let's check out what did come in the box. The City of Villains game manual. Oh wow, okay, so it's got, so I can show you here. It's got a little bit of artwork. It's nice and colored in. It's got some, those are not in-game screenshots. That's, I believe, one of the posters that we see there in the bottom corner. Oh, look, he has characters. He has characters. Grasshopper is one of them. It's somebody's old hero list. Brute with 2 O's. Tank. Shroud. Come on. These aren't very creative for the game manual. So it just talks about enhancements. It's got some in-game characters there. Some of the costumes. Some of these are just villains that we don't have the costume. I think that's Ghost Widow right there. Very cool. Really small, right? Compared to the other one. Look at that size difference. Things are getting a little bit loosey in the box here. Oh, this came with, all right, so this is a Lineage. This is Lineage 2. And they did some cross-promotional stuff with Lineage 2 and City of Heroes, so it makes sense that these are together. You can see there's actually a code on both sides of this as well 14-day free trial for City of Heroes and 14-day free trial for Lineage 2. There's also a shirt that I don't have, but there is an official shirt that says like Lineage 2 on the top and then City of Heroes on the bottom. So I know they have some other conjoined merchandise. Okay, well that's just a little piece of paper. Keeping it going back. Ooh, more cool things. This looks like it's the poster. This looks like, I hope they gave me 2 posters and not just one reversible poster, but this one is reversible. So the full City of Villains poster, we can see there, got Statesman, Synapse, City of Villains logo, Sister Psyche in the corner, Black Scorpion over here, some of the tarantulas. Very nice. A little bit small as well, but on the back, on the reverse, we have the Rogue Isles. Which way does that go? This way. The Rogue Isles. So this is the map from the City of Villains side of the world as well, and I've actually seen this before, but that's cool. Between the two, I wish it wasn't just reversible. Between the two, I'd probably do the City of Villains one versus the map, but I wish I had both of them because this would be cool, like as a placemat or something, if you could laminate it. So we have some other games here by NCSoft. This is it says NCSoft Play and See. So this is the 2005 product catalog. We have Guild Wars, Auto Assault, City of Villains, with a picture of Mako and all of them going after states. Ooh, a little bit brighter colors. The City of Heroes. Talks about the game. From comic books to movies, superpowered heroes have always been about action. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of info. It looks like issue number 4 is when this came out. The 4th free expansion, issue number 4, Coliseum, adds new costume and customization features as well as player versus player matches. Lineage 2. And Tabula Rasa. I don't know all these games. I haven't played all these. And then it's a little bit more about the shop NC, the NC shop. Didn't include any of that in my video. Maybe I'll have to do one about the official merchandise. Oh no. I'm sad. I thought that this was going to be the actual Web of Arachnos comic book, but it's a little card cut out. When I saw the picture of it, I was like, that's a little bit small to be the comic. I was like, maybe it's just a little bit sized. No, it's a card. The story behind the award-winning game, City of Heroes, The Web of Arachnos, by Robert Weinberg. I'm a little bit disappointed. It's just talking about how I could order the book if I wanted it, but I would just buy it online if I wanted it, and I don't want to buy it. I'm probably... You know, the thing is, actually... So there's the Web of Arachnos, and then there's the Freedom Phalanx comics, which I cannot find online for the life of me. It's not on the official listing of the COH comics where I can read them and get the information. So I'm trying to find these, and I was really hoping that it would be in here, and maybe I'd just have to pick up the Freedom Phalanx, but I want to cover those at some point as well. So let me know if you know how to get them. But I want to be able to do these. Darn it, I was really hoping that would be what I wanted. Here's a quick reference sheet for some of the information, City of Heroes. How to install the game, how to move your character around. Do all my own binds. I don't need that. A Friends Pass 14-day trial. I give this if you guys need 14 days to play COH. Here you go. It's a Friends Pass. Getting close to the end. I don't know if there's anything behind this part here, but I can see. Oh, there's definitely something behind there. There's some good stuff behind there. And this is a coupon that expired in 2006 for 10% off Top Cow products. Hunter Killer Edition. That's a cool picture of Statesman. Look at him. He's kind of freaking out. I like that. Too bad we can't use it. Okay. Gonna open it up now. Let's see what's inside. I'm going to take this all the way out. So there's nothing holding us back. Wow. This is exactly what I was hoping for with the HeroClix figures. They are pristine in their cases. It looks like they're all sealed. I'm going to take them out because I have no use for sealed figures, but they are the expensive version. Wow. This full set, so this, first off, this isn't the full set. The full set is 8 HeroClix figures, and I have the missing figure here. This is the limited edition Statesman. It's kind of out of focus. Hashtag COH01, and it's the Statesman without the cape. And I see here that I also have the Statesman with the cape, who I'm going to pull out in just a minute. But I do now have the complete set of the HeroClix figures, and that is, aside from the Lord Rekluse model, which is actually pretty big, which I believe was only given out to employees at a special event or something like that. These are basically all the action figures we have, or all the figures that we have of them. So we'll look at them all shortly, but I'm going to start taking them out. And I've actually seen a full set with the card in the back going for $25, $30. And an unsealed set, even if I keep them with this, but if they're unsealed, still probably like $15 to $17. But I'm not worried about it. I want to see what these look like. I want to be able to display them to look nice. So this is the back of the card. It says City of Heroes. We'll look at the villains one afterward, but they say their team affiliation. So all the heroes here are part of the Freedom Phalanx. Members of this team act as wild cards. They can use any team ability that any friendly figure on the battle map possesses. They may use this ability once each action. I don't know what that means. I played HeroClix with my dad when I was younger. He got some of the Marvel ones, and we played the game. I didn't break it. I totally broke it. Oh no! I totally broke it. Totally just snapped the flying part off the base. It's supposed to be on there. I could probably fix it, but I'm actually not too worried because I happen to have gotten that same version of Statesman earlier because he came with the one with no cape. I actually got them together. So, look, I still have him. Oh no. Completely broke the piece off, but I have another one anyway that's still okay. So you can see the difference in them here is just the COH04, which is the Statesman with the cape, came with the collector's edition, and the COH01 without the cape was the limited edition. They have the same pose. You can adjust the flying heights of the characters. I should be careful with that because I might break it again. But I'll just slip this one into the box and pretend that that's the one it's supposed to be. I'll probably fix the other one and still keep it. I'm going to be careful. This is Captain Mako. He does not have a flying base, so I don't think I have to be worried about that this time. So his card says that he is Arachnos. So when this character takes damage from an attack, it deals 1 damage to the attacker. This damage may not be evaded or reduced. I gotta keep these cards together with them. But Mako looks really cool. He's up on the base here on a little piece of water. Now, what the HeroClix figures do is if you take your thumb and you place it on the bottom, you'll see that these little numbers here at the base in the white, those little numbers will actually change and go across. I gotta be careful. Oh, he moves pretty easily. But I can rotate him there. So he's knocked out. He's got his numbers there. So that's how long he could live. He's got his sharp claws sticking out. I'm excited for that. Mako, I've seen him go for as little as like $3.99 by himself. He's not one of the most popular figures, which I think is crazy because he's probably one of my favorite characters. I think he's one of the better villains cosmetically that we have. So here is Manticore. He's got his bow. He's standing tall. Let me let him stand tall. There you go. There's Manticore. He looks pretty good. Doesn't have a bowstring. There's nothing right there. He has no quiver on his back, so I'm not sure how he's firing those arrows. But Manticore I've seen, He's probably the same as Mako. He goes $5, give or take. You can get a Manticore. A little bit more rare, though. I haven't seen him available in the shops quite as much as the others. So Manticore is a good addition. Going back to the Arachnos side, this is Black Scorpion. He has his tail hanging over the front, dangling in front of his face like a little fish. He has some cybernetics going into his face there. He has big robot legs. He's a pretty big figure. So here's what I have open so far on the collector's edition so we can all see. And it looks like Black Scorpion edges out Mako by just the tiniest amount. But we have some more flying characters coming up, so I think they're going to be a little bit bigger. Man, that massive frame that he has is just awesome. Okay, this is a flyer. I haven't actually seen this one posted almost at all. It's really hard to find him. This is, still in his little baggie, Positron, and do not grab it by the flying base. Pro tip. Leave that right on there. So Positron is here. He is all gold. He is all one color, it looks like. Does he have any other colors? Little bit of green in his visor. This is just the little figure. Now that's cool because he has a little hole in his shoe. So do the Statesman figures. His little peg goes in here. Gotta be careful. Don't want to break it. And then he actually faces this way. There we go. Ooh, I almost broke him again. So he has a cool gold color scheme to him. He's flying up high. I'm going to make him go a little bit higher so he's not just on the ground. Only really has some green in the visor there. So he has his hand shooting out like he's going to maybe fire a blaster. Got his little tiny robot ears up here on top. I've actually seen, we can do most of Positron's costume in the costume creator. It's just one of the tech armors. But wow, this guy goes for around $7, $7 to $9 when I see him pop up. Unless they're in a pack together, of course. They might get a little bit of a better deal there. But yeah, Positron is one that I definitely wanted. We have another villain, another flyer. This is Ghost Widow. Take her out. She's still in the bag. Now hers actually looked a little bit weird to me. Okay, good. It looks better in person. It looks better, the one that I have. I saw this one on some shops and it looked like she was melted by the sun. She was leaning backward. When I saw the pictures, she was like this and she was kind of like bent and it didn't look good, but I can see she actually is standing almost completely straight up. So that's a good indication for me there that this is a good figurine. So she has just the black and white coloring. It looks like they didn't add any of the purple or any of her soul powers. I'm going to give her a little bit of flight here as well. She has the spiky shoulders that she's known for, and there's a little Arachnos logo on the back, a little spider if you can kind of make it out there. It's really thin. This is a cool little figurine. The only female figurine that we have, it looks like, is Ghost Widow. And then to complete my set, and then we'll look at the complete set, this is probably the one that I was most excited and most waiting for. And I dropped the card, but it came with a card too. Yes. I wonder who's bigger between Lord Rekluse and Black Scorpion. I'm going to measure them up to see who's bigger. But Rekluse has the big 8 somewhat movable appendages here. He has deep red glowing eyes and red skin tone on his arms that look to be exposed. He has kind of a fur decal on the back on his full backpack going all the way down. He looks amazing. He's got his armor on his legs. Very excited about these. Let me line them up so we can take a look. So I'll try to hold these up to where we can see there's Positron at the end with the Statesman. next to him. Manticore over there at the corner. It looks like Rekluse is a little bit smaller than Black Scorpion just because of that tail. But I think shoulder to the arm here, they're pretty close to about the same. Mako with his water, and Ghost Widow over here at the end. So I'm very excited about these. The complete set. And then I, of course, have the Statesman piece that I broke. So I have a full set and then a broken one. I'm excited about this. I mean, I want to put these up. Really happy about that. Now, the last thing in the box here is a sealed demo deck and one card already out of the deck, and it is my pal Statesman. We've seen this one actually in the collectible card video. I showed this card, and his signature power is, does anybody remember? Zeus Lightning Bolt. Wonder if I'll get a Zeus Lightning Bolt. I'm going to open the demo deck of cards. Because I made a video where we went over the heroes and the sidekicks, I actually wonder if we'll get any of the powers. I can see on the back, this is Minx. So we did get to see her. I think Feral Flurry was her signature ability. And there's no, all that was there was this thin plastic. There was no foil around the card. So this is the demo deck. Maybe this is the rule book. And then the cards are right here. Is there anything good? I'm not going to read through the rule book, but is there anything interesting? It tells you how to start the game and what the different cards do. I might take a read through that later. I do want to go over the powers and the cards eventually. So subscribe if you haven't already and stick around for that. Oh, comes with her signature power right next to her. So this is Minx. Her signature ability, signature power, Feral Flurry. We knew that already. And I'm gonna go through these quickly. I'll put them down after each one. This is Fast Healing, a power that we haven't seen yet. That's from the Regeneration tree. Active Dodge with a photo of Statesman. I actually have a bunch of these pictures saved that you guys might notice I use for thumbnails, or I'll use for backgrounds in videos sometimes. So some of these might look familiar. I haven't used any of these yet though. Bob and Weave with a picture of Minx on there again. Siphon Power. I haven't seen that character. I don't think that she has a card. I don't think she's a hero or a sidekick, or we would have covered her. Doesn't say a name on it. Here's Enraged. He's yelling in somebody's ear. Cornered has Ghost Widow jumping in at Sister Psyche, who is projecting a bubble. And there's also Captain Mako nomming on the bubble right there. And I have this picture. I think I've used it before. Don't remember if I used that one. Critical Strike. So it looks like somebody is striking a skull across the face. That's probably, looks like a female hand. That's probably Miss Liberty, if I were to guess. Because I think that would be like a martial arts ability. But who can say? It could be Sister Psyche's hand. Selfless Act with Positron jumping in the way to save Manticore from a ice blast, it looks like. Maybe an electrical blast. I didn't have any of these before. I'm so excited. Ah! This is Red Lightning. We saw her. She's a Fire Blast and Electrical Manipulation Defender. Not one of my favorites, but besides Minx, it's the only hero I think I have so far. Enhanced Damage. A lot of Minx cards in here. This is probably, does it say which set? This is probably from the first set. It's probably from the first set of cards, which is reduced, the amount of who you get, I guess. So Enhanced Damage. It's actually an enhancement ability, so this isn't even a power. This just increases the damage that your character would deal. Another Enhanced Damage, same card. Instant Healing, Regeneration. I do like the Regeneration set. I really like Regeneration. I have fond memories growing up playing Regen Scrappers and just how beastly they were with their own endurance modification and all the health points that they could get. I have a second reconstruction here. Oh. Wait a minute. These are 2 different cards. And they look exactly the same. One says instant healing and one says reconstruction. Oh, the only difference is his arms are placed slightly apart. This isn't a hero or a psychic either. He doesn't have another card. Well, maybe he does have another card, but he doesn't have his own card. Because here, it's the only 2 differences between them. Wow. Quick recovery, again from the regeneration. So I could probably play Minx from this set, and that's about it. I'm gonna guess, yeah, I'm gonna get some claw cards in here as well. So this is basically just to get that first hero out the door and running, and then maybe I'll get some electric powers for the defender that I got. So quick recovery, looks like he's drinking a sports drink. And then spin, this is a cool looking card. This guy has sort of those more feral looking claws that we see in the older art with a lot of the heroes. But this could be used, this is an AoE card. Yeah, it's an AoE card it's an AoE ability in the game, spin is, and it's also an area of effect card that it does damage to the enemies around you. Or next to each other in the game, I suppose. However they line up on the board, who knows. Follow up with claws. I think it's kind of funny that I got a claws set, because that was probably my main, was a claws and vulnerability scrapper when I was a kid. That was probably the one I put the most time into. Not a good power choice at the time. Probably should have done regen, but looks like I got that now. Follow up, gut punching a guy. Here's swipe. Kind of a red, almost looks like a red Black Panther, like a red panther. That'd be a cool name for this guy. Yeah, so swipe. I really like swipe. Spin and swipe. Oh, I got a second swipe here, so I can cast that ability. I got slash. Here's that. Here's Red Panther again, slashing some guy across the face. That's his name now. I don't even know if that's his name. And then I got a second slash. So no electrical cards, unfortunately. But that is everything. So these are all the cards that I just got from a demo deck. Oh yeah. Super happy. So that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content and you like City of Heroes, City of Villains, I'm going through all of the comic books. I'm going to be doing read-throughs of those. I already have a couple up. Go and check those out. I cover stuff about the trading cards. I cover unofficial merchandise. I'm going to be covering more of the official stuff, and I have some other cool in-game videos that I'm going to be making. I know people want to see more of the power sets. I have some cool stuff coming up, so please do stick around for that. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.